Okie dokie. I figured I would do. I'm kind of in between things here. I'm still working on trying to get flipping DaVinci Resolve working so I can actually edit the video, which I didn't do at all today. I did nothing today. I watched Heat. Heat's a good movie. That's about it. that was my contribution to society. Was watching Heat. And then watching a video about Heat. It's a long movie though. But all the threads tie together is the crazy thing too. There's just a lot going on in that movie, but it also, to me, still works. But tomorrow is the Vtuber Tiny Jam, and I was like, do I want to do it? Kinda, sorta. So I figured since if I'm gonna start up a jam tomorrow, then I need something to fill today, so I figured maybe I'll actually finish those few emotes for whatchamacallit. Yeah, because I have 2 open animated slots. And then a bunch of tier 1 standard slots. And then, if anybody has any ideas for a community goal, it's also hello. Oh, and then one of my mini tabs on Notepad. Welcome. I don't remember why that was even a thing. Right, those are the games I liked from Steam Next Fest, which I might mess with at some point. Oh, Minecraft is a community goal. Maybe. I don't know. Would there be interest in me doing Minecraft? So, had multiple ideas for community goals now? Yeah. Feel free to throw them at me again, because I have forgotten. This is what I really wanted to do today. Instead of sitting around watching Heat, I wouldn't put my pajamas on. I was like, we're gonna just lay around in my pajamas. You can't see the screen, it's all glitchy. I mean, I can... If you're new to Twitch, it might be, it just hasn't loaded on your end. I can double check that my stream is or is not. Yeah, it's probably just very low. It just hasn't loaded yet, so. So I guess just we'll either wait for it to load or hope that the internet gets better on either your end or my end. I'm not entirely sure, so. Although I guess OBS does have the, yeah, it's you, okay. Well, so if you're new to Twitch, as it like recommended me or something, or what? Because, yeah, okay. I know Discord does that, where it gets like, it can get very grainy. It's kind of an interesting system they have, but they're like, yeah, no, here's 5 pixels. It's like, oh, I guess that's running fairly fast, but boy, that was just mush. Okay, so I think one of these tabs had some ideas for... Oh yeah, that was an idea too. I was trying a different game engine. I could do that for this jam, but I seemed fun. That is the vibe I'm trying to put out, is fun. Oh, that was a community goal too. Make a game in 3 hours, or chat picks the theme. I really should clear out these things here. Yeah, no, that's... But that does not show me the list of emote ideas. I did have one. Okay, I did have one labeled emote ideas. I was gonna work on emotes. I have some slots open for emotes, so I was gonna make some. Was kind of the idea. Yeah, the stream avatars gives you a character, and you should be able to scroll down on the Twitch page. I don't know if you're on the phone or not, but you can scroll down and see, like, if you want to switch characters. It's all Borderlands art. I did a ton of Borderlands pixel art, which I'll probably fire up again once Borderlands 4 rolls around too. Okay, I know there was a push for cough as an emote, which frustrates me. I don't want to have, like, I don't want to be known for coughing enough that cough is an emote. But oh, dance. Oh, I did. Wait, I didn't have dance as a, because I've done that animation already. Okay, that's just a good place to start. Which is why I opened up this old program, because that's where all the files are. So, okay, PC. Okay, yeah, I didn't know if it was more phone or more PC users. I know that's what I was specifically watching an interview with Dan Clancy, the guy who runs Twitch, who was saying that the vibe is more PC related, because the vibe of Twitch is you're gonna sit down and watch something in the background for a while, which is certainly harder to do on the phone. Okay, yeah, that's the ones that I finished. And then the floss dance, there we go. Yeah, okay, it's simply because I have this already. But I'm like, yeah, let's do that. So. Oh, as in the ad is not a... Oh, yeah, the ad break. Yeah, that's the... Which I guess I could take a break and, like... I might do that, actually, because I've been actually doing an... Okay, at least this afternoon I've been doing a better drinking water, so I might... Okie dokie. Actually, give me one of those Twitch emotes, because I know there's a certain size that they're looking for, and I don't remember exactly what it is. And I will wait until after the ad finishes to say thank you for the follow, because I don't know. Okay, so these Twitch emotes, what size are these? And the clapping was an animated one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, now that the ads are over, thank you for the follow, and I'm working on... So, Twitch allows me to have a certain number of emotes here of a certain size and animation. And since I had 2 open slots and 4 open slots here, I figured I'd throw some stuff in there. I guess I could also do these as well. But I'm doing some pixel art. Oh, I guess for what your follow got you is I typically do game development. And I guess I'm getting back into pixel art today, but... Oh, I should run this occasionally. I should run my... That was the other thing I wanted to do. Okay, wait. Now we open up Notepad and then confuse myself by What in the heck was this note that I was making? Maybe we actually save it. Okay, so it was emotes, and then a trailer. I'll, like there's a few different devs that have like a trailer looping in the corner. And then at least those two things. There's probably some kind of third thing if I go look at somebody. Okay, so these are stream upgrade ideas. Let's actually save this. Stream upgrade ideas. There we go. Okay, so now I actually know what the heck this is. So I want to finish the emotes, which there is... How many? How am I upgrading the stream? And that's well, what I'm trying to explain here is the... Like I said, the subscriber emotes, I have a certain number of slots based on my following, of which I can add stuff. Which is why I was doing the however many emote ideas. And then the trailer, like if I look at... There's a few different other devs that have stuff, but we'll go look at Too Much Tomato. On Twitch, there we go. But, not that I'm copying the stream here exactly, but... Oh yeah, he's been gone for like the past week or something, I believe. But, so on his stream, he's got a little trailer for the game that he's working on in the corner here. And then I'm not really going to have like a whole task list here, but I guess that is an idea I could do. But at any rate, I wanted to have some kind of trailer thing, probably tucked in like the upper right corner or something, just because I have stuff on the bottom. But I don't know exactly where. I don't know. I kind of liked the central screen. I know a lot of people push it off to the left or the right, which makes sense, but I like the... At least I'm trying. At least I've tried for a while to have it in the middle of the screen, but that's what I mean by doing some kind of trailer, is to have some kind of looping thing probably in the upper right corner that is... Here's stuff that I've made, because I've made a lot of stuff. Like this. Speaking of, let's also run that. Now, I should have that so that you could turn it on and off too, because there was like a thing that, okay, let's get that running just for funsies. Here, and then here, and then here, and then here. And then did I actually call it Idle Desktop Roller Coaster, or was this the Down to Jam? Down to Jam, that's what it was. No, shoot. And then it's Builds. That's what it was. But yes, these are my games here. I wish I would put a count on HDI.io. I should just count them up myself. But it'd be... Okay, Builds, right? Or created game. There we go, created games, then Builds. Then Down to Jam Builds. Then the last one that I did... Was it this, or was it... This is 24th of March. So I would assume this is the thing to run. But as I was looking at yesterday, if I just say, oh, that looks old. This looks like an old build. Because I think I got rid of the cube, right? Yeah, okay, they don't have colors or anything either. So I lied, that's not the right build. This one, maybe? Yeah, there's an obnoxious icon with a horribly bright green. But apparently, if you look up the name Gnomeable, it does pop up with all sorts of my sites and stuff. Oh, yeah. And then because my keyboard is too sensitive. There we go. this down. Like here. It's probably still going to be a lot. Okay, let's scooch it over just slightly. There we go. Am I playing video games? Yeah, I just did a whole bunch of the Steam Next Fest stuff. That was kind of what I was doing this past. I've been kind of in between projects. I have a project that I'm working on that I'm very excited about that probably doesn't seem that way simply because I'm not working on it very much because I keep doing other things. So I was trying to get some kind of video going where I was like, oh, let's do a fun video of taking down Minecraft with the game that I actually want to be working on that I keep continuing to put off. But I'll get around to it eventually. The stream is the most important thing to me. That's why I figured let's upgrade the stream and also take part in like this VTuber Tiny Jam and stuff. But I also do have my whole list of indie games and stuff that I would like to play. I'm in the middle of Dishonored. I'm in the middle of UFO 50. I'm in the middle of Getting Over It. And I'm in the middle of... There's so many things. Did I have one more? Oh, the community goal. For now. Was also the thing. Of which there was the 3-hour jam. And then other games to play and stuff. Need more viewers. I think it would help me if I streamed at a better time, because I know a lot of people in the community are like, it's 2 in the morning, I'm going to bed now. I'm like, well, I would love to stream at a better time, but... And I had all day to do that, and instead I went and watched Heat, so maybe it's on me a little bit. At least for today. So, 6 p.m., it's not in the middle of the night? Yeah, so far it seems to be the opposite side of the world. The across the pond European viewers. That's what I tend to get. Okay, 28 by 28 pixels. So we're gonna save you off as a different thing. So just Gnome dancing, and then... Yeah, trying other game engines was also a thing. And then Minecraft. Or 2 more things, yeah. Other game engines. And then Minecraft. Really, I just need to, like, take some time for myself to, like, clean up all these different nodes and stuff. I probably do need to just take, like, a week or so to be an adult and make sure, like, my email is cleared out, and instead here I am like, no, I want to stream all the time because that's what I care about. I don't want to care about maintaining myself. Gross. I just want to stream. Okay, so this is Gnome dancing under Twitch emotes. Because you are centered? No. Kind of. This was... Oh, so apply to all layers and frames? But that's gonna, yeah, that's still gonna, no. It's gonna do that, so. I am American, yeah. I'm on the East Coast currently, which, like I said, does not behoove me for... Even, like, friends and stuff. My friends are in a different time zone, and they're also night owls, so it just does not line up at all. There was a little bit of time where my friends are playing Night Rain a little earlier in the day, so I was able to play it once or twice. But it tends to be any launch of any game is that there's a day or 2. I have no mouth and I must stream. Well, see, that would be difficult, but I know that was absolutely hilarious when the HoloLive stream where Mori Calliope was like, I'm sick, I'm not talking. So then everybody... so that it was, Gigi was trying to get her to say anything. It's like, you like League, right? Don't say anything if you like League. proceeds to frantically try to write a message on a sign to say, no, no! Say nothing if you want to live with me. that was... the new crop of talent is... Well, okay, it's mostly Auto Fister. I am, in fact, a major Auto Fister fan, which doesn't, like... Probably not gonna make sense to, it's something I should explain, most likely. Now, maybe I don't look up that. Maybe I put Hollow Live on the end of this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. It's, GG and CC from Hollow Live are a fantastic duo, and there is just so much content of them. And yeah, so many clips and stuff. I did a little bit of Hololive fan art at one point. I have like a Gura and a Callie. I really should do like some fan art of some of these other members, since I watch so many clips of them. That's why YouTube just gets so addicting to me, is because like whatever amount of time you have, it'll fill that time. It'll just say, like, if you've only got a minute, well, here's a clip. You've got an hour, but here's a video essay. You've got 20 minutes. Well, here's a little something or other. Just, and you can actually search it. I know that's, people get addicted to stuff like TikTok and stuff, and that would never grab me because, I mean, I still watch TikTok occasionally, but it does not grab me nearly as much as something like, oh, whoops, I did this wrong. I like YouTube simply because you can search. Because you can actually pick what you want to watch on YouTube, and that becomes so much more addicting and interesting to me. Okay, wait, can you actually, I really should know if you can, yeah, all layers and all, whoa, that's all frames, that's what it is. Okay, so now again, should I be doing this in a sprite? Well, the problem is just I have this. Wait, didn't I just grab this? Or was I grabbing something else? Yeah, there we go. Do I have any updates I want to do to this emote? Not really. Yeah, okay. But this thing is so out of date. I'm using such an old program. But that's okay. It's where I put all my content, so, or my pixel art rather. Let's see, what else was I up to today besides watching Heat? I went for a walk around the block and I was like, wow, it's hot. It's a really hot day. I sat down and was just watching a video and was like, wow, it is raining outside. It is just pouring. And then it went back to sunny, and now it's back to cloudy, it looks like. It's just kind of funny to me that I went walking at the hottest part of the day. Yeah, it's what I wanted to do today was actually like other stuff. Like, oh, maybe I should do a Patreon post. It's past the middle of the month. And then I just didn't, and I went and watched Heat. Which, good movie. But there was other things I wanted to do today. Because that was a 3-hour movie, too. It was like, that was not a quick movie. Although, in terms of other, like, crime epics with Robert De Niro, I guess specifically looking at, oh, and Al Pacino. Yeah, that was both Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, wasn't it? Martin Scorsese? It's about Jimmy Hoffa, and the movie is... Okay, so Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Jimmy Hoffa. What was the... What was the movie? The Irishman. There we go. What was the runtime on this one? But in terms of long, okay, yeah, 209 minutes, and then if we look at Heat. Okay, 171 minutes. So this thing's, yeah, okay, this is just a flippin' long, massive movie. This was good. I think it was a bit long. But I mean, I was trying to cover, like, his entire life. This was just trying to cover, like, some amount of moments. Interesting that they tried to cram Val Kilmer into here. Because the movie is very much about these two men. Val Kilmer does show up for part of it, but... he doesn't feel like he should be as central to the poster as he is. Let's see, do I have any other movie recommendations? I know, had I budgeted my time better, I probably could have gone and watched the Weird Al. Here I'm saying Al Pacino. The Weird Al movie. Because it was recommended to me by my coworker, and I was interested in it, so I'm like, well... Especially because it's supposed to be just a comedy and stuff too, so... Okay, all frames. There we go. Yeah, because I was about to say I don't watch a ton of biopics and stuff, but then I'm like, I did watch The Irishman, which was kind of that, but... Yeah, no problem. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follow and stuff. Hopefully you can stop by again when I'm doing something a little more... Well, I guess not that this isn't interesting. There's plenty of people who find this interesting, but... something that's a little more game dev related, because that is what I want to be the focus of the channel, and then I proceed to do all sorts of other things. But that's the thing about game dev, is that it's also... It covers a lot of space. Okay, there we go. Let's see, did I have any other movie opinions or anything? Thank you for the hydrate. I did good in the afternoon. Once it went past noon. But yeah, I was just an absolute goblin this morning. I spent an hour, 2 hours? I spent a couple hours in bed reading webcomics, just scrolling through social media on my phone. Which is not a typical thing, but it was like, it's a holiday. I could just be lazy, right? Look at what you had. It didn't hydrate today well. Yeah, like I didn't do a great job either. And then I went and had some soda this morning too, just because I got some soda for doing mixed drink. My typical spiritless whiskey drink. But then I was like, well, it's this pineapple that I haven't had, so we got to crack into it and try it. So give it the stretch as well. It's funny that like I think sitting on the couch for too long did screw up my back, and then I went for a walk and I feel better. But I will be getting a new couch here somewhat soon. Because when my parents visited, they were like, hey, we can get you a new couch. This thing's looking pretty sad. So that'll be somewhat exciting. It did come with like a... Well, it was a little cheaper to keep the middle cup holder thing. And I was like, yeah, I'll probably get some use out of a middle cup holder thing. But there's a part of me that's like, I do like to just flop onto the couch. And if there's something in the middle of the couch that can't be easily removed, well, that makes that a lot more difficult on it. What's the extra pixel sticking out there? I guess technically it's whatever. Okay, so then we need to shrink you to the 28 by 28 and 10 middle. Yeah, don't resize the canvas content, just... This is one that I want to move up a little bit. Because it's pretty central there. I don't know, I think I kind of want to scooch it over. Yeah, okay, I definitely want to scooch it over a pixel, but... I mean, it's probably fine like this. The face is pretty central, and that's really all that matters. Oh, dadgummit. Fuck her off with the why'd you grab the background? Yeah, I was definitely thinking while I was walking that I'm like, I should get back into the... Or not get back into, but it's the... Instead of doing a walk after work, I might turn it into exercise after work, because I love a walk. I feel like it's a nice pause after work, but I don't get any time for exercise. So, I mean, a walk is some exercise, but it's not enough, so... I mean, maybe I should do like a raised hands kind of dancing, but this is fine. Okay, so now we export you. You are looking for 28 by 28 specifically, right? Okay, and I don't need too much tomato there. Oh. I could also do that. Well, let's upload a GIF here. Okay, so... be a resolution of 112 by 112. Okay. So... we export you at the size of... That's not you. We export you at a size of... this size. Oh, it is Thursday, isn't it? There was a new third shift, right? Yeah, there's a part of me that's like, I still haven't listened to the, what you play in third shift either. It's like, I need to catalog all the games I played in the month. And I still haven't done that. Twitch emotes. There we go. Did I, for the animated ones? Oh, wait, there we go. I didn't want it as a PNG. I wanted it as a repeatedly looping. There we go, thing here. Okay, so now I can upload dancing. Yeah, no. Gosh, dang it. I have too many categories. Okay, it's gnomes. I'm looking for gnomes. As I always am. Then I'm looking for emotes. Yeah, okay, I really confused myself here. There we go. And then dancing. Okay. Gnome dance. I will be excited when I can hack off the ab on there. Just do gnome. Gnome dance. Oh, and then it's attributed to me. If that matters. Blame. Yeah, I went through looking at these names here. Because I was looking at not stream stats. Because I'm confusing it with Steam stats. I think it's just Twitch stats. I'll look at it in a second here. Okay. Okay, and then that one open slot I do want to mess with. In terms of... Okay, but it was Twitch stats, right? Oh, Twitch tracker. Okay, there was a Twitch stats on that. Twitch tracker. Yeah, this was an interesting thing that what's his face? Zach something does was looking at the overall metrics for Twitch, and that had this trend continued without the pandemic, then it would be at about this point, but it would actually be trending up. As of right now, after the boom that the pandemic happened here, it's been slowly trending down. So overall, the metrics on Twitch are on a downward slope. But we'll see. We'll see if it actually continues to trend downward or not. I don't know how much other competition there is necessarily in terms of... Because I know there is stuff like... Well, it's everything kind of has their own like niches and stuff too, where it's like Twitch and YouTube streaming are different things too. I think I do like Sully Gnome better. And not entirely, and it's not just because it's, hey, I didn't look at all these too. Hey, this is a good way to figure out games that I could, gnome-related games that I could play, that I haven't already played. This doesn't have like Gnomer or anything. Gnomer I actually thought was really good. Sully Gnome Beta, as in you like this better than Sully Gnome? I like Sully Gnome better. You know, there's an obvious bias there, but I see, and I don't know if it's better or worse. They're just, you know, this looks a little more put together than this does, but it's that you know, the car meme of like, this is fantastic, but I like this better. And it was giving me like different stats and stuff too, right? Or like different things I could look at stats wise. Yeah, it's also wild to me because I'm like, I do not remember. I guess I did do a stream of Borderlands in 2018 there, but it's weird because this makes it look like I didn't stream at all in this time frame. But I'm like, I was streaming plenty in this time frame here. This, I believe, is accurate, and that I did not stream at like any time there, but it's the like actual metrics of gaining followers and gaining viewers and stuff. Yeah, and I just managed to make these go completely up with the streaming more. Check Replicat in the past 30 days. We'll check it on both. We'll see what sort of stats it says as well. This is under channels, or is this under games, or... There you go, Replicat. Replicat has apparently not streamed in... What, you don't care about the channel? You don't, that's not the Replicat you meant? Okay. I guess I'll look for Replicat in games. Was it on the right side there? Naturally, I missed it. Speaking of upgrading the stream, we'll throw that on notes there too, is a, like, click maps. Because at least I've had enough, like, I have no clue where the thing is on Blender and everybody's trying to yell at me in text. Here's the thing to look at. Oh, okay, it did pull, okay, it wasn't going based on channels, it was just going based on channels and games and stuff. Oh, there's a nice green spike there. Yeah. I'm assuming some of these are YouTube videos and stuff? Yeah, because you have your own stats for players and stuff on Steam. Oh, apparently Wednesday. Wednesday's the day to stream Replicat. Or not stream Replicat. I never know what it says, like, you know, more viewers or less. But... has YouTuber stats too? I doubt it. I'm assuming it just has, the Twitch channel stats. I mean, it says Twitch tracker. And a Sully Gnome, I don't know if this has... Most are from Next Fest streamers, okay. Oh, I didn't actually see what the... Yeah, no, this is back in April and stuff. April, May, June. So... yeah, okay, most Next Fest streamers streamed it under games and demos. Yeah, I definitely forgot on something like Drop Pockets, which I actually really enjoyed, and that I just forgot to stream it on the right category. Oh, it's a clip from Scary Pastry, who doesn't even appear to be playing Replicat. I guess just mentioning it or something. Oh, multiple Scary Pastry ones. Interesting. Could also see what this has for Replicat on here too. It is funny that there is somebody called Replicat as well. Wowee! 214 peak viewers? Dang, dude. I wonder what was happening Friday at 10 a.m. It's a lot of good green numbers, though. Average viewer wow. Average viewer rank 3,000. Yeah, I know, at least like me personally, yeah, there's hundreds of thousands. But click most watched. Penny Meowie.
It's absolutely fantastic.
I feel like I've heard of Ogma. I'm not sure though. I streamed a little bit of Replicat, right? I'd probably be at the bottom in terms of watch hours and stuff. Jerem's partner. Okay, yeah. Do the 14-day one. Wow, Penny Meowie seems to really be liking Replicat. Which, that's cool. No clue who that is, but... well, it seems to be an entirely different set of people there. Hey, Pagorli! Look at Pagorli, bumping up the numbers for you there. Just like throwing me some money yesterday, which was nice. Okay, then we do. Well, I guess it's not. How long has Replicat been up? Actually, there's Scary Pastry. I guess Scary Pastry hasn't played the game in a while. Yeah, because this also has the raid finder thing too. Why have you done this? Why would you do this? Yeah, okay, I need that to be like a... Yeah, that needs to be on a timer. That you can only do that at certain times and stuff. Steam page created on February 5th or something. Yeah, okay, I just kind of like it. 365 days just to... That's cool, the Scary Pastry actually is getting some good amount of viewers for you there too. Oh, Adagon. Yeah, I have not played... Oh, there I am. It's a me! I could definitely be playing some more Replicat. Oh, I could be shilling some more Replicat too. Okay, I don't remember how we got on this tangent. I think it was just because I had only recently seen Twitch tracker, as opposed to Sully Gnome. Yeah, that one's a surprising one to me. I'm like, I don't remember doing that much Dwarf Fortress, but apparently, so. I was trying to finish some emotes. That's what I was trying to do. As the title says, I was trying to upgrade the stream. So I was starting with the emotes because I had some emote slots available still. And then I wanted to make a trailer for all my games and then throw that in the corner of the stream. And then still figure out some kind of community goal. And it was mostly just trying to finish emotes. But... which I added one. In the 45 minutes I've been doing this, I added one. Which isn't too bad, so... Watch some YouTube and then forgot to take sleeping pills and now you're back in front of the PC. Well, it works out for me. I could have streamed a lot more today, but at least Heat was a good movie. Oh, so yeah, I need to clean up all these notes here. Well, okay, actually, what are the most used Twitch emotes? Maybe. I could just pull a Replicat and just steal emotes that already exist. So most used Twitch emotes. Which I'm assuming that, oh, what am I'm blanking on, yeah. That emote. 75 most used Twitch emotes. Oh, got the passport back from the German consulate. Got a visa starting on September 1st. I'll get there and apply for the national visa there. That's cool. As in, like, so September 1st would be when you would be able to move to Germany, or... Because I'm not familiar with that system at all. Oh, PogChamp, there we go. So it was Poggies, right? Although this must be an old article, because I'm like, PogChamp has changed to just be the mouth. So not even the actual 2023. When did they change it, though? I feel like, yeah, your most used emotes are those. I definitely recognize them. I'm like, yep, that looks familiar to me. So, a 3-month visa to then figure out a national visa from there that'll allow a stay for a year. Okay. Was it Japan? I'm trying to think. There was like a YouTuber or something that was talking about like, no, or was it there was a board game podcast I was listening to, where it was somebody who said they had been in the U.S. for long enough that they were a like gotten some kind of special privilege as like a not a citizen but like something akin to that for being in the US for long enough. Wow, there's a lot of these I don't... I don't know, because I'm like, yeah, the top ones I definitely recognize. Okay, maybe not try hard. See, like, when did people use Kappa? I know that it's a used emote, but I've seen lol and that and that. Is this something in Replicat? Is that an emote in Replicat? Oh, okay, so Pog versus PogChamp. Well, and I was definitely recognizing Resident Sleeper from all of the... any kind of game announcement, so... You don't use Kappa? Kappa? Gonna throw it on the other anyway. Doritos chip. Why is that an emote? And why is it one of the most used ones? This reminds me of work. We use Oreo and Oreo Yum because Microsoft was like, oh, let's do a brand thing with Oreo. So that is, those are emotes that float around at work, are Oreo and Oreo Yum. Okay, a lot of these I don't really recognize, but... What, do I have some kind of laugh emote, or PogChamp emote? Or sleeper emote? I did write that down as one of the emotes to possibly do is sleep. And I guess I could do cough. I know there was a push for cough, but... Oh, I did write some of these down already. Yeah, okay. With not like this. I don't know exactly how I would do that with my gnome here, but I suppose that is a possibility. Oh, secondarily, there was... What image shaking options are there? So if I just pick a random emote, because it said I could just pick an emote and then do some kind of animation, just shake the picture. I could just shake it like a Polaroid picture. I bet more people are familiar with the phrase than there are people that know what the heck a Polaroid picture is. Okay, so give me just one of my gnomes. So one of these. I mean, this is the one I use for everything. Oh, it is... No, I thought it said I could choose an image, right? Oh, easy animate. There we go. Easy animate is the image. Okay. The Dorito is for PogChamp emotes to eat. Huh. Why is PogChamp eating the Dorito? I know people like PogChamp, but I didn't realize there was also a PogChamp gotta eat as well. Yeah, I didn't realize you have to feed your emotes. There we go. Okay, there's a bunch of pictures. That's what I was expecting. Actually, I could do like just the sideways one, right? Okay, let's do the waving. That's the one I use for like everything. And then what sort of animations are there? Just because it has an open mouth. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That would be the shake, rave, roll, spin, slide in, slide out, arrive. Well, that makes it easy to do some kind of... Yeah, okay. The dancing dinosaur. I mean, I just added a dancing mode, but... This makes me feel like I should just add, like, the head, and then I can animate it in that... or do an easy animate with just some kind of... version of the head emote. Well, and then secondarily, the list here was sleep, congrats. Maybe we throw sleep in here. Oh no, wait, I still had more standard emotes to do. So give me sleep. Because then I feel like if somebody wanted to say, hey, I'm taking off and going to bed, since that's a message I get as well, but having some kind of sleep emote might be good. No, asleepin'. Yeah, okay, I think closed mouth, and then probably with all disease. So let's do a save as, and then yeah, it just made that eating thing up. Don't think there's any deeper logic behind it. Yeah, no, I realized, at least like for Twitch emotes and stuff, that I don't think people put a ton of thought into these kind of things. But I'm always curious about the origins of things too, where it's like PogChamp is really just, there was like a microphone snafu or something, and then he made that face, and that's literally all it was. It wasn't like some major moment in like a... The car meme would also work for Piscal and Ice Bright. The car meme? Which car meme exactly? Okay, yeah, Gnome sleeping is fine there. And then let's see what this does. Probably not what I'm hoping. Yeah, okay, I would need to kind of put the Z's. Actually, I don't know. It kind of works to just have the gnome on the bottom of the thing there. Okay, and this is... Okay, wait, what is this? Let me make sure I'm opening the right one. So they're both labeled gnome sleeping. I'm just gonna confuse myself. Okay, gnome sleeping under Twitch emotes. There we go. Now I can hack that stuff off of there. And then... Actually, let's just hack the Z's off of here, too. And then... If I shrinkify this... Do I want to move the gnome up a little bit? I might. Do I want to have, like, the ear or something? Yeah, it's like a maybe. I scooch it up some. I guess I could just hit center too. Yeah, this is brilliant, but I like this one more, or something like that. Yeah, in terms of like favorite memes. Why am I thinking of the ridiculously handsome man meme? That's like not a popular one at all, but maybe I just like how ridiculously handsome he was. I don't even remember what that looked like. Oh, Wednesday. The Wednesday meme I love. It is Wednesday, my dudes. I always get excited when I see a nice toad on a Wednesday. I could scooch this way a little bit. No, actually I liked where it was. Let's see, are there any other all-timer memes? If I look up best memes. Oh, woman pointing at a cat too. That's a good one. Or woman yelling at a cat. Oh, that's a good one too. Oh, on the internet right now? Lock it with 52 best memes on the internet today. Is it literally just the thing that they do every day? Here's the best memes today. It didn't change all that much. Currently Fishing Fest on Steam. Don't get any fishing games. What do people like about fishing games? Well, it's definitely chill. I think it's somewhat like when I'm playing like getting over it and I'm just chatting the entire time. I think that's the kind of the appeal of fishing is you're just waiting. And if you enjoy waiting, if you could figure out a way to make the waiting fun, then I think that's why something like web fishing did well, because it was multiplayer, so you had other people to talk to while you were. That one, like selfie one, is fairly fun too. And that meme's not too bad. I don't think I've even seen that. I know there's a few of the like Mr. Incredible ones. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay. I had seen that meme before, but that's a good one. Okay, I think I'm good looking at memes. So the answer was... I was working on... sleeping. I was working on making a sleeping game. I'm not actually sleeping. Okay. There's a good amount of like that collection aspect that I'm assuming people really enjoy about a fishing game as well. I think it's got a bit of the like you could just wait. You could just play, or you could just goof around with friends. I think there's also a collection aspect and also a, I guess gacha or something, or I don't know exactly what the word would be for like a surprise mechanic. Okay, no, it looks better when it's closer to the mouth. I was just trying to get it to... Okay, no, I might actually just crank that Z all the way up in there. Okay, so... yeah, I usually play games because I don't want to just wait. And if I wait, I use that time to do some deep thinking about everything. I said, you don't want to do any deep thinking? That's what I was just saying about, like... That's why I like that walk after work, is that I can just zone out and relax and not think too hard about things. Oh, okay, and I was doing an outline and no background on that. I could put some thought into whether I want to keep that consistent, which I think I do. You should be there. And then... do I have a favorite emote? I don't use emotes on Twitch. And with being busy at work, I don't go on Twitch at work anymore either. It's just a little... Oh no! Dadgummit, I really done goofed it. Okay. Undo all of the thing. Okay, so now they're copied there. I didn't want to hit the buttons. That was just on me having the dumb there. Okay. I do like to do some deep thinking. That's why I don't play fishing games, rather fall into deep thoughts while sitting outside in the sun. Or inside if it's cold. Well, I think there are a lot of people that don't necessarily take the time to, like, I don't know if meditate is the right word, but at least evaluate. Try to think of the introspection. There we go. I think there are people who don't take the time to do any introspection, and that there might be some kind of enjoyment in a fishing game instead to get introspection there. I thought I had to resize these. I guess I'll just do 112 by 112. Yeah, and the gotcha element. You probably need to know a little about fish, because for me it's, oh, how surprising, I caught a fish in a fishing game. Yeah, that's, I think, at least on a game, for like a fishing game, I think it's some knowledge of the table of fish. Some knowledge of how rare it is, which I think you can do with the, like, when you get the fish, it'll give you a nice, like, if it's something fancy, it'll do a fancier animation for it. Ooh. That's what I get for laying around doing nothing this morning. It was fun, though. That's the frustrating thing. It's like, you know, I have an opportunity to do nothing, and then I, like, aggressively do nothing. It's fun sometimes. Yeah, when I was looking at the other people on that list for Gnome-related streamers, I think there was maybe one person who was still actively doing something, and they were only tangentially Gnome-related. So I have kind of filled the slot in terms of... Okay, wait. Let's do that again. Was there other... Alright, let's do it with Sully Gnome. So, like... I looked at the Twitch tracker one. Give me channels. Okay, maybe that's why I didn't look at channels here. No, okay, that's just giving me that game. I thought it was giving me other stuff that was kind of related. Maybe that's why I was looking at it on here instead. Oh no, I'm like just doing a GG. Just doing a GG on the front and then doing Gnome. So now, wait, if I look up GG, it is gonna... Did anybody take this as a name? Okay, G Gnome tutorial. Garden Gnome package viewer. Garden Gnome software. Well, I gotta click on that. So no, there isn't an obvious like GG Gnome. Oh, I'm still happy with Gnomeable, but it's like, oh, that would have been short. Gnome. Two G's. Well, dang. I suppose it's still available. 3 weeks ago. This is an active GNOME-related software person. Software for converting spherical panoramas and images of objects into interactive 3D 360 videos. Well, that's neat. I think that's somewhat niche, but that's really cool. Gnome Finder. I wonder if they've found me at all. Yeah, okay, Gnome Ann I've seen. Gnome E with a bunch of E's. Yeah, the only problem with doing like a long thing with a bunch of E's is that like Crazy Fishing VR can't open the Steam page. It's no longer available in Germany. Oh, they've done different kinds of... Because I know there's stuff like ridiculous fishing and stuff, too. So there's games that have done fishing as a theme, but then done like a more exciting version of it. And I know there's... Dredge. Which Dredge looks interesting to me, but it might also just be the inventory full of fish is the interesting thing to me. Oh, this is like a... This is like an actual person who streams still on a regular basis, like recently. Oh, I lied. Last live 9 months ago. Is this a cozy streamer? Oh, I guess it's not gonna... Yeah, okay, 10 months ago. Okay, well, I'll just pile up all these things to look at later. Four days ago. Hey, they are live. Okay. Now I'm distracted by gnomes. Now I'm just like, oh, what other gnome related? Like I said, I already looked at Gnome Am. Gnome Ant. Yeah, I have no more, yeah. Now that I've figured out Dwarf Fortress, I could probably give it a go. See what 7. Oh, Russian channel. Okay. The Operator. Sable is coming as a free Epic game. I meant to pick up Sable. I don't know that I have picked up Sable. Or at least, it's on my list of games that I want to play. Sable? Oh, I do have it. I already have it. I already bought it. Okay. Well, I guess I could get it for free on Epic as well. And I don't know what the Operator is, but I can scoop that up as well. Okay, that's a Russian channel. There's a reason why I hadn't seen that, because I don't know Russian at all. Okay, I need to go back to finishing these emotes. Okay, maybe not need, but I want to finish these emotes. At least some more emotes. Okay, I have 3 open slots here. 1 open animated slot and 2. So I have 5 open slots and then 1 that I can also just do an image and then shake the image or something. Okay, so now I have sleep as an emote. think frustrated is not a bad idea. I do get just a tad salty sometimes. Just a little bit. Yeah, I think sleep could also fill in for bored, though, too. I don't necessarily need to do a bored. Or confused. No, a confused emote. That's a good idea. Like a big old question mark on top of the head. Yeah, max confused. Because I say maximum confusion. Okay, there we go. For maximum confusion. And then do I have... I'm pretty sure I have confused as an emote somewhere. The question is where? I think I have just a pile of gnome emotes. I don't think I have it as a confused emote. It's just a pile of gnome emotes. Here. Oh, I do have the arm at different angles. Kinda. That one's kind of a sad gnome there. That looks like Max confused. Yeah, there's inquisitive. Maybe it's like a nice scheming one. Sad begging. There's a sus. There's a good like sus emote. Okay, which ones did I like the best? Kinda liked the I'm like looking at the tiny corner. Oh, I guess it's kind of wise because I can't really look at it in big mode. I like that as a max confuse. Okay, so now we not export. We save this as so Twitch emotes, and then we go max confuse. Just confuse. I think we'll stick with just the one word thing. But how about confused? I'm confused. Okay, so now we get rid of everything that's not that. Okay, it does have the one selected there. Because then the other question is, can I put a question mark on top? Or is that not going to work out? Okay, 28 apparently. A little higher. And then, can I throw a question mark, or is that going to get too confusing? Okay, so I think if I scoot you down a bit, actually, I lied. So we do okay, maybe down one or two more. Can you Control Z, please? Thank you. So we'll just do there for now. And then I want to throw some question marks off to the side instead of on top of the hat, maybe. So then on another layer. I lied. Okay, there's some layers that I don't have any use for. So I like you can be the question mark layer. I think I'm gonna do white question marks just because I'm gonna do whatchamacallit. That's actually a little too long. Did I put the dot closer? Further, maybe? And then we do a bunch of these. You down a bit. Move you down a bit. Maybe move these in a bit. Yeah, I was thinking maybe not on top of the hat, but I think it looks fine on top of the hat, actually. I kind of liked having them not centered, but maybe centered. Yeah, no, I am going to add a shadow on the question marks. That was a part of the process. I was just trying to figure out a good spacing. Because I think... Because Pokemon does that kind of thing, right? Pokemon... Confused. Yeah, okay, with a shadow... You know, at least an outline on the question mark. Really? It's just Psyduck? Psyduck's the only one that's confused? I thought it would give me, like, an image from the game with a Pokemon that is confused. And give me the nice, like, here's the question marks. Yeah, like that. I think it's typically, like, the kind of at an angle, but that's harder to do in pixels. So... Yeah, it's when it's a tiny emote, it may blend too much either otherwise. Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. And then just for the purposes of it's like, should I separate the backgrounds or not? Doesn't really need to be separated, but... And then you need a background as well. Yeah, it feels good to be getting this done, at least a little bit, because I feel like I've been putting off finishing the emotes for a while. So even if I just get a little further on this process, that'll feel better to me. Okay, we're gonna scooch you a little bit. Scooch you a little bit, I think. Wait, so did anybody do anything fun? Or I guess I don't know. Did anybody else have a holiday today? And I didn't even do anything to celebrate. I just sat around doing nothing. I think I kind of want to move all of them over. I had some nachos yesterday. I just had this weird craving for nachos, and then I was like, well, there's a gas station just like right by me. I could just walk over there and get some chips and some cheese and stuff. I don't think it was a good, healthy decision, but at least the past couple days I've been very much like, I'm just gonna go with the flow, and it's not gonna be healthy or a good idea probably, but it has been kind of fun to just let go, liberate my that's not So, do I want to move the question marks? Do I want to move the gnome at all? Okay, what happens if I just scooch everything over a pixel? Nah, it's too much. I lied. What if I scooch the gnome over a pixel? Just you specifically. The face as well. It's like something seems off there. I do like how thoroughly, oh my goodness, I'm utterly confused. I did it again. No, I feel like it's better centered with the face, personally. Don't have a job yet, so in a way, theoretically, had free time today, but working on the course. That explains a lot. Okay. I was like, all y'all seem to have a lot of time to stay up until 2, watching me do nonsense. The not employed thing makes sense to me. Well, I wish you luck on finding a job if that's your goal as well. I mean, I enjoy doing this so much that it's like I get frustrated sometimes that I can't like do more streaming. Although when I do have an opportunity, like today, I proceed to not. So maybe that's also on me. I don't know. Maybe go back to what I had. Go scooch you back over. And then scooch the question marks back over. So we'll make the question marks a little more central. And the gnome a little less central. Yeah. I like the balance on that better. And then, yeah. So gnome confused. Confused or confuse? We'll do confused. Confused, I think, probably does make more sense, but... where's the other... Sleep. Okay, no, I'm sleeping. So it is there, I just... Okay, so... I just added in the Twitch emotes for gnome confused. With a capital? Oh, the code will be capitalized and appended after your emote prefix. Oh, okay, well. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, with a light mode chat message, that looks nice and Okay, so it leaves 2, 3, 4 basic ones and then an animated one. I'm closing in on this. Another fine success publishing a game on Steam and somehow end up earning barely enough for it to be sustainable, but the course also has a certificate, which may help getting a job. Yeah, I know that's definitely good to do courses. I don't know how much it helped me to get the Unity course license when I did, but I also think that just the idea of, hey, you finished a course also says, you know, I can stick with the thing and good job, but yeah, no, I wish you luck on if you want to actually publish a game on Steam and make it sustainable. Do you have an idea of what you might want to do? If that is the goal? Do you have a game in mind? I'm like, dang it, I'm asking the question, then I'm like, I also need to pee. Okay, I think I'm gonna go do that. You can type up a novel, which I know happens a bit, but I'm gonna go grab the restroom. I'm just probably gonna do an ad right after I do that, but I hydrated too much. You do have a game in mind, but do I really want to see an essay in the chat? Yeah, of course I do. I would love to poke holes in an idea. Not in a bad way, but in like a, help temper the idea into something cool and sellable or, more marketable and stuff. So, if you don't want to share the idea, that's also fine too. If you're uncomfortable with it, if it's too long and or not well thought out enough, also don't have to say anything. And I know it's going through college, it was like, oh hey, somebody, like, you could tell people your game ideas because nobody's gonna care about your game idea enough to actually go and make it for themselves. But I do have a friend from college who has actually had a couple of his game jam games actually do well enough that they have been successfully replicated by mobile game companies, so he has had ideas stolen. So the game that he's been working on for forever also has hardly had any public-facing updates because of that, so there is a legitimate fear in sharing an idea, but at least in my case, I haven't had a good enough idea that anybody's wanted to steal it from me. Okay. That's what it was. I clicked on the music deposit and then emotes. That's what I'm looking at. Here. But using Twitch alerts. I'm gonna, yeah, no, we're not worrying about that one. I don't need bonus ones. I need to use the ones I have. Oh, that's what it was. And bits. Also rewards for biggest cheerers. Okay. I did say scare instead of scared. Can I edit that? Can I edit the name of the emote? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Let's see. There was the not like this. There was lulls. There was dancing dino. Possibly Kappa. I like the idea of not like this. I have no clue how I would do that with my gnome, though. Okay, so that's max confuse. I did. I'm rather confused. Could do like a wink. I don't know what a wink would be used for necessarily. Well, dancing dino is just the dino, but dancing. So it's head down and then hands on head for not like this. I mean, and I could also just mine my whole set of emotes for ideas as well. Yeah, this is another one of those, am I gonna finish? It is only 7:30, but am I gonna finish 5 emotes or whatever in the time that it'll take to, Okay, so the idea is a party game with 2 to 4 players with local and online multiplayer. I mean, that's a good idea for a party game. It's also online multiplayer is going to make it a lot more difficult. Everyone controls a stick figure type character, probably with selectable hats that they're wearing. They have some gun in each hand. It has a standard and special attack, so a total of 4 attacks. Maps are interactive with physics and stuff, and secret levels by doing certain things in certain levels. It's last one standing, everyone versus everyone. If you get killed, you appear as a ghost and can still interact. And there's still more. Okay, so I will wait on that. On providing feedback on idea. Which is really just, oh, that reminds me of a game. Does it remind me of a game that I made? No, actually. Let's see, angry. I don't think I have an angry emote, but I also don't want to put that vibe out into the world. It's one of those weird, frustrating things where it's fun being angry sometimes, but it doesn't feel good either. I think confused really works for like when I'm coding and I'm like, what in the world is going on? Sleep I think is good for when people take off to go to bed. Scared I think was just because I had it. I think that's good if I'm playing a horror game, which I don't tend to do. So, but I could play a horror game. Kind of shouting. I could do the Walter White shouting in the car. What is that one? I think there's a few Walter White memes. No, you're not gonna. Okay, have a know your meme then. Walter Hartwell. That his full name is Walter Hartwell White, or is this something else entirely? That looks like it's something else entirely. Okay, but Walter White in car. No, not the breakdown. It's the him screaming in the car. Is it this? There we go. Walt screaming in a car. That's what I need. I feel like I want this as an emote simply because of the, like, when I'm messing with something in Blender and it's like, no, go back! You had it. You were right next to it, then you didn't click it. Why is it not, like, showing me, like, the actual thing here? It's fast-paced, and the gravity is per player. If you jump at a wall, your personal gravity changes to that wall. Every level is screen size, so everyone is always on screen. It's going to be a special move where your arms and legs shrink inward. And you get shot to the opposite side as a ball. Yeah, okay. I can't think of a specific game that does that, but I can... A little bit like Bopple Battle. Moments on unique things to be a different game. Yeah, okay. I was like, I think there's a few different... I mean, those local multiplayer things are a lot of fun to make. This is like a recent one, right? No, it's not. I lied. But I know Landfall Games did their stick fight. I think it's just straight up stick fight, right? Which has physics and guns and... Yeah. Wow, 8 million? Dang, dude, people do like their stick fighting. Oh, and this even did a good 2 million. Wow, I didn't realize people liked this kind of thing so much. I feel like I've seen a Sticky Tanks version of this kind of thing too. I think the customization of each character has different guns. So 4 attacks in total is a neat idea. I think that's a lot. I think it sounds like a very big project to do local and online multiplayer and physics and gun customization and gravity. I'm also not sure if that's kind of necessary for selling like a crazy multiplayer game like this. Okay, wait, so does this have like island physics? Oh, it does have some kind of... Yeah, okay, the characters have some kind of physics to them. Yeah, okay, you have all sorts of different options for... Yeah, if it made 2 million, that would be profitable enough to be barely sustainable. As in, you've got a couple million in expenses, money-wise. All those Twitch subscriptions and I guess whatever other subscriptions and bills to pay, really. It always surprises me when it's like an OnlyFans model. It's like, here, for 15 bucks or for 30 bucks a month. It's like, it seems like a whole heck ton of money when it's like Netflix for like 15, 20 bucks a month. Gives you like so many different shows and things. And as a single model, I think that like that's a one-person show there. Kind of crazy to me that works, but it does. For the people that have disposable income like that. Spent like a total of 10 euro. I always want to say pounds. Pounds is a much more fun word for me to say. I spent like 10 euro this month, so 2 million is not far off. Well, I know that's always like funding rounds where it's like, oh, this company just got a couple, like 2-3 million and however much money, but when you're like, okay, that's multiple employees getting paid full time, it's like, yeah, okay, that's really not a lot of runway, even at multiple millions of dollars. Okay, I am just on tangents here. But I do think it's a cool idea. I think you are looking at games that have made a good amount of money. I think there's probably a few different like stick fight games to look at as well, but like I said, I think the idea of doing both local and online multiplayer and physics and gravity and gun customization is a lot of stuff to tackle. And I might just be coming at it from the idea of, like, I just wanted to roll a ball around and have it bounce off some stuff, and it's taken me a couple months to get to that point, and I still haven't gotten there. So, but that might just be me as well. Wait, is there... No, I'm just like, oh, market research, that's fun. No, that's not what I should be working on right now. Yeah, this isn't entirely a good way to do this, though. Because this will tell you, oh, here's games that have sold. And it's like, well, you need to look at the full, like, list of games that also haven't sold, too. Not just games that have sold, but also games that have not sold. To make sure that you're on the end of, like, selling rather than not selling. Well, and also the question of, like, okay, well, for people who like a stick fight kind of game, is there a hole for, like, a gun customization version of that idea? Which I don't play enough, like, physics local multiplayer kind of games to say yes or no. Oh yeah, this. Okay, wait, because I do have a shouting emote, and then can I just put, like, a window on top? I feel like that's just, at least for the way I do stuff, where I get the message that's like, no, you were just on it. You just had the button selected. I could do that, I could do that. I could do whatever different versions of that. Okay, because he's got his arms wide his back because he's locked in the car, but it's a little angry. It's a little got physics and online multiplayer in one of the tests already. And the bridge game, which I haven't worked on for the sake of doing the course, also has multiplayer and physics. Yeah, okay, so if you have some stuff that you've already done, because those I think would be the hard part, is multiplayer and physics. I think gun customization stuff I think would also be not easy, but I think the online multiplayer and physics are the hard part for sure. But if you do have a way to tackle those parts, then you're off to a good start for sure. Okay, Walter White yelling no. Okay, so I want to save this as... Yeah, this is one of those, like, I guess we'll see if I can get this to work as an emote. Oh, and then the question is what I want to call it. So, Gnome. Trapped. There we go, trapped. Okay, so let me delete everything else that's not related. Yeah, and I do like a local multiplayer game. I do like a online multiplayer. And gun customization was just a gun has 2 types of attacks, and you can select what guns you want. The guns themselves aren't changeable, and the guns will be made using the gameplay ability system, which is the course you're doing right now. Okay. Yeah, no, I realized it wasn't, like, extremely modular guns or something, but having different gun abilities that you can also change out what guns that you have equipped. It's, yeah, because I think, like, Duck Game also does the, like, that's also what you're thinking in terms of, you know, grab a gun, shoot some bullets, grab another gun. 7 million. 7 million for Duck Game, too. Yeah, but that's the thing, is I'm thinking of popular multiplayer games, and I know there's a lot that are, you know, not popular multiplayer games. Getting to the point where, you know, basically everything to make the game, but no, it'll be difficult. Well, and if you get that bridge, like physics bridge building game done as well, I think that would be a very good test of like physics and throwing things too, if you're talking about throwing things to make a bridge. Oh wait, and this has some layers that aren't being used, or at least not in the version, not on this layer here. I kind of want to see, so if I tweak the eyebrows to be more like angry. It's probably a bit much on the eyebrows there, but okay, let's pull it in a little bit. There we go. This is the vibe I get when I get the message that's like, no, not like that. You had it. It was so close. Okay, so then we scooch you up a bit, and then do a little bit of that. Oh, and I could do angry eyebrows, or I could do a different version that's not as angry. Oops. Because actually, I did want to just slide you over a pixel. Yeah, there we go. That's a little more central. And then the question was, do I want to do angry eyebrows or nah? But yeah, I guess the danger with doing a local multiplayer game is there's plenty of examples of local multiplayer games that have done well, but yeah, you want to make sure that you're looking at the multiplayer games that have not done super well and stuff too. I feel like it's a space that's pretty, like it's got a pretty big swing as to like whether it'll do well or not. Yeah, there we go. I wish he did this as an annual thing of like what games are popular on Steam every year, but he just did it in 2022. But at least as of 2022, so not letting me load again. Can I not zoom it? Did he not have a zoomed version? Yeah, as of 2022, I think there was, yeah, online party game. Because I think that's what you kind of wanted to look. What you want to look at is the median being good, but then also the number of games being released. So as of 2022, there was not a lot of online party games. So that's a good spot to be looking at. But yeah, 2022, roguelike deck builder was the thing to be making. Yeah, you can make a demo version with a smaller selection of guns and maps. Yeah, it's definitely not a bad space to be in. But I think there are a lot of local multiplayer action games too. Well, I don't know. I guess looking at this thing from a few years ago, it says otherwise. Okay, so I guess arcade. I feel like arcade would be the title, like the genre, and then okay, take me to actual Steam if I want to do that. I want to try to finish these dumb dad blasted mother flipping emotes, and I'm close, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But I got further than I would have thought, which is really just making me say, just push a little further to get it done. That's the lesson I'm learning at this point in life, is just push a little further than what you think you're capable of. That's something like the Railbound game. I keep running into levels that I'm like, this is... I don't know that I'm going to be able to finish this. And then suddenly, eventually, I have a breakthrough and I figure it out. Which also makes me want to go back to Baba Is You. Because I'm like, I found Baba Is You heckin' hard. But now that I've had success with doing another puzzle game that I've found hard, that let's see, so is this working? I don't know, because I need the face to be visible. But then that also says I need to have that much space in between each of these, which is really going to look like can escape at any time. Which is accurate for people who are on stream. They're not, nobody's trapped here, but... I don't know if that's entirely the vibe of the emote. Oh yeah, because if it was 9 pixels, I could have just... Oh, and I could do a bar on the top and bottom too. That would guarantee y'all are trapped here with me. And my inability to figure out what things to click on in a timely manner. Maybe we bring this one down just a bit. Yeah, this is why I like separating things out into so many different layers, so that I can move each individual piece without having to go back and fill things in. Well, and if I do any kind of outline or border on any of this, I was just kind of thinking a shadow or something, but that would be just directly on the face. I don't know, maybe a shadow on the edge of this or something. That gets a thing? Or no? Is this too much? Is this just kind of silly? Oops. It kind of works. Actually, I think the horizontal bars should look like they're over top of the vertical bars. It's just because I have a border on the character that it feels like I should have a border on the thing here, but that also is gonna... I mean, it might be kind of fun just to see how bad it looks. Oops. And there. Just remember seeing a bunch of YouTube shorts showing clips of a developer Bobble Battle showing the different abilities they added to the game. And it got me and my friends interested enough to try the demo. And as they have controllers and Steam Link at home, got the full version, and it was a bug game to play with friends when they came over because it went so quick. It was variable enough, did not get boring for a long time. I have almost 14 hours of playing Bobble Battle, with 3.5 in the demo. That's cool. Yeah, no, local multiplayer games are definitely, you know, as I was looking at there, it's like it is a good space to be in. There is opportunity there. And at least as of 2022, there wasn't a ton of local multiplayer stuff getting released, but... Yeah, because this is making me say I just need to scooch these. Damn, only problem is if I scooch these, then... I mean, it'll probably look fine. Okay, and now they're separated enough that you also aren't going to be a thing. And then... Yeah, Ultimate Chicken Horse was the local multiplayer game that I got into with my friends when I was around friends and did local multiplayer. I still love that game. The fact that you can also... It's because you're creating a level at the same time as you're playing the game. It's just such a cool, fun way to do a game. Like, I would love to do some kind of Ultimate Chicken Horse version of adding some stuff to Plunk. I don't know exactly how that would work. I definitely was like, yeah, I should add some kind of multiplayer element. And I think there's a good space for, like, everybody's making a roguelike, but I don't know how many people are doing, like, co-op roguelikes. Yeah, that was a video I was just watching from Juniper Dev recently. That was, you know, why aren't devs making co-op games? They sell like crazy. And not necessarily, like, local multiplayer stuff, but specifically, like... I think it was Hazelight. Hazelight being an example of a studio that just keeps putting out co-op games and doing well with co-op games. Yeah, okay, it was just a video there. It's The Big Walk, I think, is that one? The one that's in the thumbnail? Which I was like, a co-op version of The Witness? That sounds super cool. So... Yeah, Overcooked 2 with friends, which also has local plus online multiplayer. I would play Ultimate Chicken Horse if any friends had the game. Well, you could definitely talk me into playing Ultimate Chicken Horse. I could throw that on the community goal list too. I love the heck out of Ultimate Chicken Horse. It's such a good game. Yeah, that was not a good year for me at all, but Ultimate Chicken Horse was definitely a bright spot in a bad year. And Human Fall Flat. Yeah, that one has sold like insane numbers too. And now Peak released, which is also a play with friends game. As in, that's the name of the game, is Peak released. Oh, and now Peak released. Not, okay, that's... Yeah, Peak is the name of the game, not... I'm mashing up too many things. A co-op climbing game. As in a co-op climbing rage kind of game. Well, this looks cool. Don't know how I missed this one. You can cook marshmallows. Yeah, I think this goof-off co-op kind of game is definitely a... Oh, by Landfall. How in the heck did I miss this? I was gonna say, this wasn't their April Fool's Day joke. It's not April. I'm like, wait, what the heck? How had I not seen this at all whatsoever? Oh, Land Crab. Ah, you got me... Okay. Land Crab, not Landfall. Publisher being Landfall. Okay. That's why. Because I was like, Landfall just released a game. Yeah, okay. Land Crab. Published by Landfall. Wait, is that the first thing they've done as a publisher? Yeah, it's like Landfall did start with Square Brawl. So... I think you'd be in good company doing a local multiplayer game as a first release. I mean, even I worked on a local multiplayer game for quite a while before I said, oops, this is too big of an idea. And also, it was like right when the pandemic happened, and like working on a local multiplayer game was like, that's really not gonna, it's not gonna fly right now, is it? Yeah, I didn't entirely know what I wanted out of the game at the time, and I feel like now I would do rounds. Speaking of landfall, I would just make rounds with more customization. I feel like I went a bit too ham with the let's just keep opening up the face here. Which sounds wrong, but let's keep letting the face have more room, I think. Or maybe we just don't do as many. Yeah, no, I mean, it took me a second to realize that it was saying land crab instead of landfall. And it's published by Landfall, so yes, I don't blame you. It took me a second to realize that it was a different developer as well. And I really only got suspicious simply because I knew Landfall had just released Haste, and I was like, really? They also released a multiplayer game on top of doing Haste? But not different developer. So, what did you miss? Well, if this were YouTube, you could go back and look at the VOD, but I guess not, so... I guess this will give you some sense of what I was doing. I added a... Yeah, mostly just a bunch of yapping. But I added a sleep emote, I added a confused emote. I'm working on a trapped emote simply because I think that's... I'm assuming that's how chat feels when I say, oh, I'm doing something in Blender, let me hit a button, or let me... Like, where do I do this thing that I'm looking for? And then somebody trying to explain it to me when I keep jumping past menus when the stream lags and stuff. It's looking more like a window rather than a jail cell, but that's fine. I could get rid of the bottom bar, maybe? Maybe the bottom bar is too much. Yeah, there was a good bunch of yapping. We were also talking about Phil's idea for doing a local multiplayer battle stick fight battle game. So it was also looking at a lot of games related to that. And then lastly, also looking at Twitch stats. And I got a little sucked into like, oh look, here's another, oh, this was looking at Replicat, but looking at Gnome. There we go. Looking at other Gnome related streamers. So, but I'll probably do that a little more on my own time. Yes, do love a good yap. Well, let's like look at it. That's also watching a bunch of VTuber clips of just yapping and stuff too. That's a little harder to figure out how to do with my content. I feel like it needs to be some kind of bottom bar, though. Yeah. It feels off without a bottom bar, but I think that's a little too high. I'm gonna spend so much on this emote, and yet I don't know if anybody's even interested in this as an emote. I just assume that this would be a useful emote. I'm trying to figure out Someone yelling at me about, no, you missed a thing, it was right there. It has been fun to do a little more pixel art again. It's been quite a while. Ah, sure, whatever. Nice and angy. Yeah, I do the right thing and actually go to bed at 2 o'clock, so. Yeah, I should think about. I just barely think, hey, I should maybe think about sleeping, and then suddenly, oh, it's bedtime. That's a genetic thing for sure. Look at watch. Oh, I'm hungry. Look at clock. Oh, I'm sleepy. I meant to export this. Well, that's the secondary reason to cut it off a little earlier too, is because I think people, like, I will actually have people to raid with if I cut the stream off earlier rather than later. Especially looking at the stats on a stream too, where I'm like, oh, everybody disappeared within like 15 minutes of me ending the stream. So, and I just ended the stream at a more reasonable time. I would have actually been able to like raid. Do the git blame me. Okay, so that leaves me 1, 2, 3 static slots and 1 animated slot, of which I don't necessarily need to do an animation. I could just put in an image and then have it animated. I like that emote a lot, actually. I'm glad I threw that in there. Yeah, scared I'm a little less. I think sleep, when somebody says, hey, I'm going to bed, they will get some use out of a sleep emote. I think confused, when I say for maximum confusion, there's definitely a spot there. Trapped, I think, works for when I'm messing with something in a software program that I don't know and trying to explain it to me. I think is a good opportunity to use that emote. And then let's see. So take me back to emotes. So now trapped. Sleep over there. Clap I already have as an animated one, so I don't really need that either. And then when I have sleep, because I know people like resident sleeper, and I think that also works when I say I'm going to bed. So like bored, maybe? I don't know. That's another emote that I don't want to be hit with, but might be useful to have. Heart eyes isn't a bad idea. Yeah, there was a request for a cough emote. I don't know what that would look like exactly. Is partially the reason I also don't want to do it. And I stopped coughing. I finally got over that very minor cough that I had for a bit there. Maybe heart eyes. Because that's an easy one to put together. Oh, what did I do for Funny Fencers emotes when I did Funny Fencer emotes? And here I am like, oh, it's a bummer. Those emotes aren't getting used. And I'm like, oh, I have a model I commissioned that I haven't used. But my excuse is that I'm like, I'm gonna upgrade my computer soon, so I'll mess with that once the computer's upgraded. Because I think it was also saying DaVinci Resolve was having problems because of a driver issue. And I'm like, well, I don't know if that's also related to the fact that Windows 10 is old and that I should be on Windows 11. Or I should be on a newer computer. I could also do a goblin as an emote, too. I mean, this is a more detailed version of... Wow, this is so many parts and things. Okay, because I'm like, I actually think I might like doing like yellow. This is not related. This is an unrelated thing. That's the one part about doing like art stuff is it is fun to just like noodle around with all sorts of other things. Okay, that's neither here nor there. I'm not messing with this. Okay, bugger off. No, bugger off entirely. Now, can I look at the Funny Fencer emotes? That's what it was. What did I do for Funny Fencer emotes? Because I also had like a butt emote that I was very proud of. Because I was like, this actually looks like legitimately good pixel art to me. Not just like a thing I finished. Do I want the emotes or the face? Okay, I want the face one, not these. Actually, no. Just open up. So, the Funny Fencer face ones. There we go. Yeah, so I did like a derp. I did like a horny stars, hearts, more hearts. I like that nervous one. Wait. I mean, I did all these cool emotes, and then completely forgot that I did all these. That tends to be all the things I make. Is I do lots of interesting things, and then I forget that I did that. So hopefully one day I can smash them all into one super project of... Yeah, okay, that's probably why I wrote down, like, wink and hype or whatever else. Do I remember why I made a butt emote exactly? Not entirely, but I did. So... Yeah, that's the thing too, is like... It wouldn't be wasted if I did all these emotes, it's just a matter... Okay, so how many slots did I have left? Because there's some of these that I like that I'm like, okay, I could just kind of call that good. So I have some bits. That's for bits. So 1, 2, 3. I have 3 standard emote slots left. And the ones that I like from this list here being... Okay, because that's neutral. Okay, so I have 3 more. So what 3 more do I want to do? I guess I could do a poll. What emote would you like to see the best out of whatever list? Okay, I think the derp is pretty good. Again, it's the like what would people actually use? I don't know. Like horny, I think is funny, but I don't know if that's gonna be super useful. I like the heart eyes. So heart eyes. And then it's kind of like a scheming. That's like a derp. That's confused. Yeah, nervous. I think nervous is a good one. It's kind of a surprised. I think it's not bad, but it's a couple different surprised. Oh, there's like a not like that. Like just a really concerned and shouting kind of thing. I guess it's scared. I guess it's kind of what I did for scared. That's really what that face is, actually. Yeah, okay, it's disgust. That's sad. That's angry, happy, whatever. Wink. I like the wink one, too. I don't know what that would be used for exactly, but I do like the wink one. Okay, yeah, raid, hype, high. Rip. What? Not really useful, but... Okay, so I have 3 slots and 4 ideas. So... I guess the heart eyes are kind of done by the yay. Like I said, nervous I like a lot, so maybe we do nervous as the emote. Okay, so now we pull up. Well, okay, at any rate, okay, so if I get one last one done, that gets me this. Yeah, it's these tier 3 and tier 2 that yeah, these I can worry about later. If I can just finish the tier 1 sub stuff, which is gonna be a stretch because it's 8:30 already. But I think the nervous, I can hopefully do, and then just figure out some kind of animated one. Okay, so go back to my gnomes, and then my gnome emotes, and then do I have a nervous somewhere? Is the question. I do have a nervous. Sweet. Okay, so I already have this. So, yeah, that makes this most definitely easier. Okay, so Twitch emotes. Gnome. Nervous. And then we get rid of you and you and y'all. Okay, and then we add the little water droplet. Or the sweat, rather. And so we'll get like a nice... something like that, I guess. I don't know. That's a bit big. And then like here maybe? Like here maybe? And then can I do it off the... Oh no! Can I do it off the side of the face maybe? It almost feels like it needs an outline or something. Like just fully off the face there. That's too much. Doing the extra droplet there is too much. And then did I do something to the eyes? It feels like it's missing a bit. just kind of looking down, which I did like a looking down there. Oh, wait, what's the regular face look like? It's typically... Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, no, it needs to be the small pupils. And then did I do worried eyebrows? No, I didn't do worried eyebrows. Like... Actually, yeah, I do think I like sad eyebrows better than neutral eyebrows. I don't know. That also works. Maybe I leave it. Yeah, because I know I did the like hunched shoulders kind of thing. Okay, whatever. And water droplet's a little hard to see. The sweat droplet rather, but. Okay, and we do 28. Move it up a little bit more. Yeah, should I have these consistent? I don't know about should. Would it help me to do these consistent? Maybe? Yeah, see, but that has... Like, these all have different purposes, though. Here, I think I added the belt. Oh, I very much added the belt. Well, it's because I also try to keep it at the belt line, sorta. And then, do I want to move the character forward at all? I think so. I do want to move you over one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then I believe, yeah, some multiple blank layers. And a blank middle layer? No. Just a blank upper layer. And then you can become the... Okay, so then do I have an idea what I want to do for the last animated emote? But then, yeah, because if I get one last animated emote done, then I'm done with tier 1 sub stuff. So then there actually is an incentive to sub at a tier 1 level. Because all of the emotes are filled out. Okay. I don't think I want to fiddle around with it anymore, so... No, I'm nervous. Under Twitch emotes. And then slap you in here. Ooh, gnome slap? I do say slap a lot. I don't think I ever say like, hey, this song slaps. But I do slap things around. When I say I slap stuff over here and there. So... nervous. And then attribute this... like I said, to get blame on me. It's my fault I did this. Man, this Thursday holiday has just made everything feel so wonky. It was like yesterday felt like Friday. Today feels like... at least it felt like Saturday this morning and Sunday this evening. Based on what I was doing and stuff, too. Based on whether I was actually doing stuff or not. Okay, and then the animated emote. I want to cut the stream off now, but I also want to finish this last animated emote. It's just one last thing. And now, one more thing. World premiere. Could do like animated heart eyes. That's kind of the hype emote though. Which I guess I have a hype emote and an animated hype emote. No, I have a yay. I have a yay versus hype. Which I'm okay with that separation. Okay, I'm gonna go take a victory dump since I finished that emote and the ads are running. I will be back. Okay. I got this. One last. I just need one last one. The tier 2 and the tier 3 emotes can be left for later. It's just because they all have a vibe here. That I'm like, if I just do a random shaking image, I don't think that entirely works. Or at least for me, that doesn't work. So... Wink? Because Wink could be... I could animate that fairly easily. Heart Eyes is kind of... I like the idea for Wink. Okay. And then I also have the Funny Fencer emote. That is the Wink. Yeah. That can give me a good base to work off of. If I don't already have a Wink in the pile of Gnome emotes. How am I gonna animate it exactly? We'll see. So, no emotes. Please tell me there's already a wink. There's kind of the shrug, the scheming, begging. I think the begging is kind of hilarious. I don't know what that would be used for, but... Nope. All these emotes and I don't have a wink. Okay, so what is a good pose to go with a wink? Is the question. Maybe the hand up? Yeah, there's kind of the shrug ones. There's like neutral. I think it's better when it's not neutral. Pick the hand up, maybe? Yeah, not the pointing or anything. No, the thumbs up! Wait, I know there's a thumbs up in here. It's a kind of concerned thumbs up. But... Yeah, there we go. There's a thumbs up. Okay, so now, instead of doing such a concerned face here, what did I have for the wink here? Because I actually think that's kind of great. Okay, so give me the default eyeball here. Basically reset the thing to a neutral face, neutral expression. And then I can... Oh, the mouth is already in the right spot. Okay, so then... I think I want there. Actually, no, probably there. No. Do it in the middle? I can't really do the middle exactly the way of... Either here or there. That's the best. Okay. And then... There and... There. Oh, shoot. I lied. Oh, and then I did... Okay, well, at least I figured out what I wanted for the eyeball there. There we go. Okay, so now you're reset back to where you were. Now we do save as. Twitch emotes, no emotes, wink. Or rather, no, wink. Okay, let me get rid of everything that's not you. And then reset the eyeballs. Maybe I didn't have to reset them fully, but it's a place to start. Okay, so there. And then I lied. I actually want that for the wink. And then reset the eyebrows. Like so. And then to like wink star here. Maybe do it in yellow, simply because you can't see it otherwise. But I had yellow stars on Funny Fencer here. Yeah, there we go. We'll just steal that yellow. I didn't grab the color today. That's what I meant. Grab this color. I lied. Hey, give me a brighter version. Oh no. I think it's gonna be too much if I try to add a black outline to it though. But it's like it's not showing up. Nah, that ain't cutting it. Do a hiccup emote? Hey, look what that would look like. I don't know what color to do. If it's darker, it'll be seen easier, but... maybe if I just do a different color? Yeah, okay, it is seen if it's a different color. Okay, so then how do I want to okay, my brand color. Okay, dump that in the background. And then I can do the outline. Yeah, it's because it's 8:40. I'm like, no! It's rapidly approaching 9 o'clock, and I wanted to be in bed by 9 o'clock, meaning I needed to be done with the stream, like, now. If not sooner. But also, there's just one last emote, and then I'm done with the tier 1 emotes. But this is also an animated thing, too, so... How many animations did I do for the other emotes, though? Because I don't feel like I did a ton of... Yeah, like the clap is literally a 2-frame animation. That one's an 8-frame animation, but that's a little different. Okay, but the clap is a 2-frame animation. The hype, I think, is like a 4-frame animation. Just because of the stuff in the background. And then vibe is a full... That's a 4-frame animation, I think, too. I feel like I could add some more, like, sparkles or effects on there and stuff, too. I like that draft emote a lot. I'm very glad I did that. Yeah, see, that would be exciting, is to actually open up some more slots of emotes and then have the problem of, oh no, I gotta figure out more emotes to make. Okay, the obvious thing I wanted to animate was... Well, I think it's definitely the eye, but then I think the star here can also be. Okay, we go from open eye to then just black that off and black that off, and there. Okay, maybe we do normal eyebrow. And then it turns into that eyebrow. I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying the two. At least because I don't know how I would reset that. And I'm like, this... Okay, maybe we don't do like a resetting. It's just a 2-frame animation of that, and then that. Well, he really likes that trapped one, Isaiah. Okay, wait, I lied. You don't need to be there just yet. And then that. Ding. I kind of think I can animate the hand. Because I know like the clap one is pretty simple. It's just the hands animating. Give me this animated. There we go. That's what I want. It feels like there needs to be some more stuff moving here. Maybe we just don't do it as an animated emote. Is it gonna look silly if I move this forward? Yeah, it does. Yeah, the clapping one works because that's just how clapping works. But I think like the wink. I think of the like head tilt and then wink. But I think it'd be harder to do the head tilt. Oh yeah, it doesn't even catch me winking my right eye. Yeah, because left eye I can fully squeeze shut. Right eye is harder to do. Yeah, then that's the realization that I'm like, wow, my left eye is done goofed. Yeah, my right eye's fine. My left eye is like, oof. I think that's gonna have to do. It's late, and yeah, it's one of those weird things. If like you're gonna say it, that'll have to do, and yet this is an emote that'll live on the channel for quite a while. And yes, that tends to be how it'd be. Okay, back down to 28 again. Cuts it off at the belt. I think I want it a little higher. Yeah, it's late enough. I don't have any commentary either. I'm like, no, we're just trying to do this.
Going wherever the breeze takes me. That's my style.
Can I animate the eyebrow, maybe? Oh, no, that's not the eyebrow. Eyebrow, maybe? Can I animate the pupil, maybe? I don't think that's gonna make sense or work at all, but...
He's done thinking. Now it begins.
I just kind of wanted to get a wider eye, maybe. Oh, open the mouth. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, because like the Funny Fencer one has... Oops, what did I just do? But yeah, there we go, the wink. Oh, it is, it's raising the mouth.
Okay, that's it. I give up.
It's the fact that that other eye is not animating at all. Feels a little wonky to me. Like the body not moving, the face not moving is kind of fine, but just that other eye being so fixed. I don't really know how to do like a bigger eyeball in a way that makes sense, because I think doing that like it's just it's a bigger eyeball, yeah, but it doesn't really make sense with the vibe I got going.
You would do, you want him to do you so much you can do anything?
That actually worked. Yeah, no, that I don't think that actually works, I think. It seems a little weird and silly to animate it like that, but there we go. Okay, let's just do it at a much slower speed. 2 frames? 1 frames? 2 frames. What am I listening to? Like, once I hear something suspicious, like that's a sound effect, like what Mario said. Hey, I did make it through the entire discography. Well, now I gotta keep going for the next, like, 4 minutes. Oh, it's a smash. Okay, good enough. That's my life philosophy. Good enough. Good enough for what? Now. Good enough for now. And then never go back and fix it. That's what it is. Oh, I hit save and I didn't hit export. I hit export as a PNG. I lied. Download as a GIF. As a GIF. I like a GIF better than GIF. Don't tell anybody. So that's a wink attributed to me. It's my fault. Okay, cool. So that is tier 1 emotes done. Hell yeah. I guess hype is kind of sped up. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so that's emotes. Tier 1 emotes done. There's still 2 slots there. There's still the bits tier. Which now that Pogorly just gave me bits, I'm like, well, now I gotta do a thing for the bits, too. I guess it wasn't like 1,000 bits, so that wouldn't have mattered, but... Yeah, okay, so there's still stuff to be done here, but... At least the tier 1 is done. So that I can be happy about. Then the other things were... Yeah, a trailer for all my games. Which that would probably be better. Well, I don't know. I really just need... I liked the trailer that I had for my channel, but the start would just... just... Whenever I click on my channel and it starts with that, it's just a little too obnoxious. Okay, well that's tier 1, and then... So it's tier 1 emotes. But, tier 2. To tier 1, and then that was 5 emotes. And this is 1 emote. And then tier 3 is 1 emote. And then there was the bits. Okay. And then I could write down any of these as a community goal. I like the idea of play Minecraft. Just because I did a presentation about here's Minecraft. Okay, that's... And then it's viewer awards versus Where was it? It's just under home, right? Yeah, it says finish setting up alerts. I guess there are some alerts I need to figure out. Challenges. There we go, community challenges. So it was under power-ups and channel points. Okay. Add a new community challenge. And this one is play Minecraft. We'll just throw that in there as an easy thing. What was the last one? I did 30,000 for the run. I did 20,000 for FTL. We'll do another 20,000. We'll do this one that's fairly easy. So then 20,000. We'll do a month. It's fine. It doesn't have to be like quick. And I don't really want to do a challenge icon. I do want to update the brand color though. Especially because if I just go over here, it's hey, I have two versions of the brand color. One's a little darker, just to get that checkerboard pattern, and I don't know either of them. At this point, I should have it somewhat memorized, but I don't. Okay. I mean, that's pretty... Oh, play Minecraft is the challenge. Not just Minecraft. Okay. Good enough. And then actually start it, too. Okay. So, Minecraft as the community goal. Okay, so that's... Yeah, okay, I'm like, once I'm hearing cursing, I'm like, that doesn't seem like this person. Okay, I am all done with updating the stream for right now. I got tier 1 emotes done, at least. There's still tier 2 and 3 in bits. Shouldn't take as long, though. Hopefully, we'll see, I don't know. And then a trailer at some point, but that is also related to getting DaVinci Resolve working, which DaVinci Resolve was still being a butt. So, and then Click Maps is under my long list of other Twitch upgrade stuff. Yep, okay, everybody goes to bed at this time, so there's nobody watching the stream, and it feels like, oh, I guess nobody was here for quite a while, and then I go look at the stats, and I was like, oh, everybody just left right before I stopped the stream. But I guess since nobody's here, I won't raid. Bummer. I guess I don't need to look. Okay, so I will be back tomorrow with Vtuber Tiny Jam. I dislike the title. I want to call it Tiny Vtuber Jam. I want to call it Tiny Tuber Jam. I want to call it Tiny Tuber Jam, and that is not what it is. Okay, it's me and my stats. I can look at that again on my own time. Oh, this was just a curiosity about who plays Replicat. Which I could put that in this other set of tabs. I don't need to look at this person and their stuff. Yeah, okay, this is somebody playing Dune Awakening. Another. This is just a streamer who streams things. Does this not let me... Does that not link it to the channel? Seems kind of odd. Yeah, okay, that's to get to here. There's the channel. Okay, that was just what I was curious about, was what's the channel look like, and is this like a cozy game streamer or just like a streamer of some kind? A streamer of some kind is what it looks like. Who is playing a bunch of Next Fest games. Very clearly was playing some Next Fest games. Okay. And that's what I was looking at there. Okay, so that can go away. Oh, a singer, it looks like, doing music. Yeah. GG Gnome. As a, like a Gnome. Yeah, he probably could have capitalized both of them. It's like, ah. Noble's fine, though. Okay, but I got the trapped emote going. Yeah, I don't know I don't do anything with 3D photo stuff, but... Eh, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. This is one of those, like... A follow for a follow. That's not a useful thing to do anyway, but... Okay, when I'm looking for more gnome-related games, I could definitely look here. I wonder what this rank is. Like, do I have a rank? Also, no, I'm not there when you type in. That's a bummer. There I is. Why am I up twice now? So did this have a rank? No. What do you mean active 2 of 7 days? I've been streaming most days of the week at this point. I was streaming 2 of 7 days for quite a while. The past 7 days? I've only streamed in the... I don't think so. You goof. Yeah, it's because of Pirate Software Jam and a raid right at the same time. And that's also why I'm like, I kind of want to do Pirate Software Jam again. That's where my audience came from. Okay, but I can look at this tomorrow when I go do the Vtuber Tiny Jam. But yep, I'll be back same time tomorrow with this. Yeah, this is a week-ish at a casual pace. And I think the theme was space, which I don't really know what I want to do for that, but we'll figure something out. So, at any rate, goodbye, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun sleeping. I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern for some Vtuber Tiny Jam. Tiny Tuber Jam. Whatever. Okay, goodbye, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.